5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Boom. Hello, Andrew. How you doing?
Andrew, I'm getting the full Sunday name.
Just to let you know, you're probably wondering, and the people watching at home and the universe, is I was one of the first people. I think I was after William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was number 2 to get a vaccine. I got a vaccine, and they said there'd be some side effects. So this side effects is hair growth. So I did not know I would end up like some kind of boy band. But to the viewers and listeners out there, what do you think? I look like Paul McCartney. I probably wrote a Ticket to Ride. What do you think? You shocked?
Yeah, I am a bit shocked. I think you've shot something, run it over, and then stuck it on your head.
No, I look that or fucking.
Is it a Beatles wig?
I don't know what it is. It's not. It's just real hair. It's not a wig. It's real hair. It's real hair. This. I look like some kind of fucking love child of Elton John and Paul McCartney or something. I don't know what it is. So I look like Supreme. The Supremes, 1960s or something. So anyway, who cares?
It makes the top of your head really tall.
Wow.
Leave it on. Oh.
What would you leave it on?
Leave it on till we get more viewers, and then you can whip it off and do a big reveal. I don't think anyone's seen you without a beanie on your head.
No, I've always got. I like beanies. Because it was my birthday last week. I got another beanie. I got 2 more beanies for me birthday.
Put a beanie on the top of it and just have your hair sticking out. Might look more thingy then.
Look like fucking.
That looks good.
I look like something from the Beanie Beano.
That's crazy, man.
If somebody said, "Listen, excuse me, we've lost one person from the lunatic asylum," you go, "Yeah, he's fucking. He's live on."
You just need teeth, two big buck teeth, and you'd be like Dwayne Dibley. Do you know who that is?
No.
You're joking me. You don't need Dwayne Dibley. Yeah.
No.
He's out of he was like a character in Red Dwarf. Not a main character. Never watched Red Dwarf?
No, I'm probably the only person who's never watched it. I've never watched Red Dwarf, and I've never watched Sopranos.
I've not watched Sopranos. It's on the list though. But Red Dwarf, man, it's the biggest UK sci-fi show.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's like this is fucking itching my head like fuck. It's like I'm a science guy, but I've never watched Star Trek.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
But I watch Friends.
You've watched Friends.
Only because howdy to Commander Kremen. How you doing?
Oh, we're quite quiet.
Oh, literally, Commander Kremen's list. I ran from work to here. It took me about 35 minutes to do, probably about 3 miles, 4 miles. Probably.
Yeah.
That's Roger Bannister tackle that.
Did you cover it in 4 minutes?
Well, he did it a mile in 4 minutes, didn't
he? Yeah.
Was he the first person to break the 4 minute? Yeah, he was the first person to break the 4 minute mile. 4 minutes.
Was he?
Yeah, I think it was. 4 minutes, yeah. Definitely a mile, 4 minutes, I think it was. Roger Bannister. I learned that in school.
Yeah, I think everyone learns that in school. He was the first person to break the 4 minute barrier, I think it was. That's why.
The mile in 4 minutes. Are you drinking a beer as well? You're on water today?
It's actually G&T, that.
Yeah, because I've not had a drink for about 4 or 5 months. Because my dad always said to me, never enjoy your own company drinking. You'll start finding solutions at the bottom of your glass. He says, when you go out with your friends and family, enjoy yourself. But never do it at home. And I've never, because I live alone, I don't drink alone. But
I'll tell you what, Carlos, I don't think anyone enjoys your company.
Oh, that's probably the most horrible thing you've ever said. Not even Nick says things like that to me. And Nick's a horrible, nasty pasty. You know what I mean? At least Nick, every now and again, gives me a hug and a kiss. You know what I mean? You've not even kissed me on the lips yet.
That'll be a long time coming, man.
I met Nick when obviously I know Nick's online. I met Nick when I was. As I told you, I met Nick when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 years old. He was probably 19, 20 at the time. So all the naughty things I learned off Nick.
Your video's frozen again, Carlos.
Was it?
You definitely having internet issues there.
Right. So if I turn the camera off and turn it back on again.
Yeah.
Then.
No.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah. When you disappeared, the viewers got full screen me.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Cool. Is that Commander Kremen still in the chat room? Literally got nothing to talk about. Well, I've got some stuff to talk about, but I'd rather wait.
There's a couple of things I'll talk about where I put in our group regarding the Tim Peake stuff. Remember Tim Peake?
Yeah.
That's a good one because you are. I know you're a man of science, and I know you like facts, but you're very doubting Thomas. You need to be more trusting Thomas. I coined that phrase, so in case anybody copyrights, I coins that. So
tell the story. Tell the story about.
So wait, tell the story about. Shall I wait or just tell it now?
Oh yeah, tell the story.
So what the Tim Peake one?
Yeah.
Right. So Tim Peake, the British, is he a physicist?
Probably the most famous British astronaut. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the first person to go to the International Space Station. He was there for, I don't know, say call it a year or so. And obviously the work with other people from NASA, from the United States, and especially the Russia. So he tells a story, which I've seen about 4 or 5 different versions. Just he's told it on morning TV, late time TV, and so just to make sure he's not changing his story, but his story change is the same. Yeah. It's just the way he delivers it.
Just for the listeners or whoever watches this back on YouTube, not really got any listeners at the moment. Just for the listeners, I saw the same thing you're about to mention. When he was doing a live virtual speech at a seminar I attended a few months ago. So go carry on. So I've seen this.
He actually WhatsApped me, so I know the proper story. He WhatsApped me.
Okay, all right.
So he tells a story where he was spacewalking outside the. No, I think he was inside the shuttle. Sorry to say.
He was inside looking out.
He's inside, and he's seen 3 lights come in formation. Perfect formation. Then he says to his NASA colleague, he never named what?
We're losing you again. You're going a bit Dalek-y.
Oh, am I? Can you hear me now?
You're all right again now. But yeah, see, we saw 3. He saw 3 lights information.
Yeah, 3 lights information, and basically he said 3. He shits himself. He says, and he calls over his NASA colleague, and he comes over. His NASA colleague goes, "Oh my God, what's that?" A 4th light joins in equal formation, and then they realise it was piss or urine dripping from the Russian.
One of the Russian capsules or something.
Yeah, capsules, yeah. And it was crystallizing. It was crystallizing, and it was perfect.
And it was bouncing the light off the sun and looked like lights. Yeah. Losing you again, mate.
Space.
Go on. Hold on. I know, man. I don't know what's up. Your screen's frozen.
Is it frozen?
Yeah.
Fuck. Let me try again. What's that?
You're back.
I'm getting full on my iPad, my smartphones. I'm getting full.
Yeah.
Unless the laptop's being a fucking funny bugger. So
your bar can be full, but you can still have interference, or you could still have Wi-Fi issues. But
it's the FBI looking in again. Sorry, and basically the 4th flight came about, and it obviously, and then they realised they realised it was piss and it was crystallised, and that was reflecting the light.
Yeah. So, what's your point?
I know there's a vacuum in space.
What's your point with this story?
The point of the story is.
Do you not think it's piss then? So they went, oh, it's wee.
It sounds like a shit anecdote. It's either a really shit anecdote to sell more books because he's got it in his book. So
yeah,
that the Andy Dale will go, oh, it's an anecdote, cell phones, UFO, hashtag. I'll buy it because it says hashtag.
The Andy Dale will say he gets paid to come and do motivational speeches and other sort of speech. It wasn't a motivational speech he was doing. It was about technology. But
well, let me just
one sec. But when you get paid, just the book selling thing, he might have been selling a book. But when you get paid to come and talk for 30 minutes or half an hour and have a question and answer set, 30 minutes or half an hour, it's the same. Yeah. 30 minutes or an hour, I meant to say, and then have a question and answer session. When you get paid to do something like that, you've got so much material, and you do need. All right, well, I need to put something funny in there. I need to put something something a bit out there, something that'll just grab their attention 20 minutes in when they're all falling asleep. And it was towards the end of his end of his little spiel that we got, and he sticks it in there, and I think it was just a 5-minute filler thing that might have happened.
I 100% agree. We do love our anecdotes, quick questions like, when you talk about ex-footballers who talk about when they used to go on the piss and they go out on Friday night, come home Tuesday morning, and they would spend all night in a fucking lap dancing club or casino, and it's fantastic anecdotes. But I always look, sometimes people see the waves but not the current. And I'll add to this, the waves are crash in every direction. The waves is the strength and the direction. My phrase, my adage, don't steal it. Copyright Carlos Garcia. And so
save it for your book.
Save it for your book, yeah. Tim Peake probably said, you know what? I did see something. I'm under certain protocols to say, probably report something, but then make a sort of a funny anecdote. So he could have seen something.
Let me stop you right there. So you think he saw something? It wasn't really Russian wee. It was UFOs, and he's just flogging it to us. If he saw something and he was told to keep quiet about it, he wouldn't have made an anecdote up about it. End of. But he would not have heard about it.
Because
or if he did see something, right? He saw something. He saw 4 UFOs doing something. But another day he was up there, because he was up there for 6 months. He saw some Russian piss flying around, and he went, I'll tell the Russian piss story. There was 4 droplets.
But
might be a coincidence with my 4 UFOs that I saw. I won't mention my 4 UFOs. That was a completely different story. He just wouldn't mention it, would he?
No, but the thing is, he's probably playing with the truth. It's like some people might allude to it. It's like it's seek and you shall find. Knock, and the door will be opened. As I think it was Leonardo da Vinci. He I can't remember. I don't think it's the Sistine Chapel. It's one of them chapels in the Vatican where Leonardo da Vinci drew a masterpiece on the wall. And Leonardo da Vinci became out of favor, and another master artist from the Renaissance period, I can't remember his name, was told to paint over Leonardo da Vinci. But what he did, he sort of doubled up on it, like put like a platform ahead of it, so like a layer. So they expect him to do like, they're doing graffiti arts when they just spray on top. He sort of built like a platform ahead of it, and this artist wrote on it right in the middle where only somebody with ladders could see it, Circa Tova, seek and you shall find. That was there for 500 years. What does that mean? They seen behind the painting, they find Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece behind it. It's like, because they said, get rid of it. So this art says, how dare I get rid of this fucking information for the world? So what I'll do is I'll put like another masterpiece on top of it, but I will give you some breadcrumbs. Seek Circa Tova in Latin means seek and you shall find. Tim Peaks could be saying, I've given you a breadcrumb here. Seek and you shall find.
He's not give us breadcrumbs, though, has he? He's give us, he's given us Russian urine.
Thomas, you need to be more trusting, Thomas.
If it was something so top secret like that, he wouldn't be able to come out with it, and he wouldn't be able to talk about it every time a camera or a microphone is pointing at him.
Look at Matthew.
He would have been shot down.
When Jesus converted Matthew was a tax collector. Jesus went to the temple and converted Matthew into one of his disciples. You believe. That's what you need. I need to convert you. It's
Matthew just wanted a job. You can't always choose the job that you want to do.
He was a tax collector. He was doing okay for money, but he knew he was doing it wrong. But Jesus said, listen, stop being a tax collector, and the people will follow.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's my devout Catholic upbringing.
Oh dear me. Dude, I knew my chat about the monoliths would be so out of date. There's like 8 or 9 of them now. I've even stopped looking.
Do you think they're all the same people, or do you think?
No, I think copycats are doing it. Some of them are only like 5 foot tall, 5 foot high.
Copycats.
People are just getting big sheets of metal, sticking them in the floor, and taking a picture of them, going, "Oh, here's a monolith."
My hair's in my eyes. I've not said that for about 25 years.
When did you go bald? When you were 12?
No, I think it was about 28, 29. That's all about 2 years ago.
28, 29.
28, 29. So basically,
you've not said that for 25 years.
That
makes you.
I'm younger than you and Nick. Much younger. Okay, about 26, 27. Oh, you start thinning on the top. Do you know I realize when you start having to place your hair in place, that's when I just thought, shave. But I always had short hair anyway.
My dad your video's gone again, Mum.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Is it gone now yet? There we go.
Yeah, you're frozen again. It was quite an amusing freeze frame. You're back again. Don't know what's going on at your end, man. I tell you what, talking of like technical glitches, man, literally I updated my laptop. Literally, was it today?
Apple laptop.
Yeah, my MacBook.
Yeah.
I updated it today. It's called Big Sur, the new update. Was it today or was it tomorrow? Yesterday? I can't remember. It might have been yesterday. I think it was today.
Was it today or was it tomorrow? You said that.
Was it today or yesterday? I meant.
Are you a time traveler?
Yeah, but I updated it and it reboots during the update and it literally went, "We've got a problem installing," and I'm like, "Oh god!" So I hit retry, restart, and the same thing, and I had to Google it and work out what it was, and I managed to get it reinstalled. I thought, "Oh my god, that was a close call," because we nearly weren't going live. And then, literally at 8 o'clock, I know you said you weren't going to be ready till 8:45. But about 10 past 8 by the time I logged on, I launch OBS, which is the tool that we use to stream and join these videos together and stream and put the little menu at the top. It just closes. So I open it again, just closes. Open it, Google it. Do not update your Mac if you've got OBS. You won't be able to stream. I went, oh my god. That's it. I've got no other way of stream. Not streaming 2 cameras. I mean, we could stream from our phone, just us, but not join the cameras together. You need some sort of software to do it. So I'm like, oh shit. So literally, yeah. As you rung me to say, oh, I'm just joining now, I was literally just I'd found a fix, but it meant it's deleted. So the screen again, our little screen looks different. I've literally had time to put our video on and put a banner at the top. And I still think it's a bit glitchy. Apparently, it's a bit glitchy when you add text. So I've got text.
That could be the reason why I'm probably
no because obviously I'm using 2 machines to chat because again there's problems with it picking audio up from our what was our chat now, which is we're using Microsoft Teams now. We were using WebEx and we're using other stuff. So this little chat window, me and Carlos talking, I'm actually joined a third time, and that's joined on my Mac, because what I can't do is use my Mac to pick my voice up at the same time as picking Carlos's voice up. It's supposed to work.
The most important bit of the podcast, my voice. That's it.
Yeah, it's supposed to work, but it doesn't. I just get massive feedback. All the options I've tried. So we do a 3-tier thing. I have to have 2 laptops at my end, unfortunately, to do it. But yeah, so that's the way it is. But so back to you freezing. You're freezing on both machines, so it's not the software. So it's that at your end.
So it's a glitch in the matrix then.
That's at your end, yeah.
I'm right.
I've got something to talk about. Go on, you give me something, and then I'll give you something.
No, it's carrying on where I left off. To the Tim Peaks one. But then I remember I sent another video. I think it was about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning again. About Bob Lazar, Jeremy Corbell, and it being interviewed by Larry King. You've probably not even watched it, but have you seen that interview when they talk about? I sometimes give summaries and stuff, because I know you don't watch it. Nick's probably just flicks between them, but I literally obsessed with this at the moment.
If I had time, I would watch it.
It's just the thing is, I'll find time even in the bathroom or XYZ, or walking to work, because it takes me about 40 minutes to walk to work. I use them 40 minutes to. Obviously, I'm nearly killed myself crossing the road. I need to be a little bit more vigilant when it comes to stuff like that. But I was watching Larry King been interviewing Bob Lazar and Jeremy Corbell. They're obviously, Bob Lazar is the famous UFO guy. It was probably the most famous guy who worked at Area 51 and so forth. It's another story, but that's who it is.
He did work at Area 51.
He did work at Area 51.
Just wasn't selling a book.
No, he's not selling a book. But Larry King, I liked Larry King because Larry King's been around for fucking 100 years or something, probably. And he was asking questions like a 5-year-old, but why would the government do? What's the purpose? Why are they hiding it? No, like a child would say, why does the moon orbit the Earth? Why does the Earth orbit the sun? Why does the sun orbit the black hole? It's just like, why? And I don't think they were like, why? They were thrown off because it was like a child, but I liked it. That's what you need. Einstein says that if you don't understand something like a 5-year-old, you can't understand the problem. But then he says, Larry King says, why do you think the extraterrestrials are visiting us? Why? Jeremy Corbell said, we could be some kind of zoo, some kind of tourist attraction. No, jokingly kind of stuff. And Larry King didn't leave it there. He come back at him again. No, but seriously, why? And then Jeremy Corbell says, well, I read some documentations from a briefing. Well, the reason why they visit us, ETs, is they see us as containers, and full stop. He didn't elaborate on it. He says, I was shocked to read that, and full stop. They didn't elaborate on it. So I know what a container is. A container is a product which is empty, and you use it to fill product. You use to put things in. So just Nick used it, give us an analogy saying, we're probably some kind of cum basket or something for fucking aliens to use or something. Nick will always say something like that. But does that mean that they think we're empty and they can manipulate us and do whatever they want with us? I don't know. I know the word containers. What I just think that's quite a real horrible thing to say. If I said to you, Andy, I've known you for 15 years, I think you're empty in a container. That wouldn't be a compliment. You think I'm not soulful, I've got no personality, I've got nothing to offer. So what would you think he meant by that? It's hard. He says they think we are containers.
I think he thinks like Well, if you think about an ant, right?
Yeah.
You don't think an ant's got any sort of consciousness. You'll step on an ant.
I wouldn't say I step it, but I wouldn't call it empty though. I wouldn't call it a container. I'd say it's a
Yeah, I mean it's probably too small to be a container. We're a lot bigger, but if an ant carried around a resource that you could harvest, then yeah, maybe you would call it something like that.
To go back in it, because it's like I've been thinking about this for about 3 or 4 days. One ant, you would say that, but if you were surrounded by 1 million ants, you wouldn't say that. Then 1 million ants would take you down.
Like in Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Did you see
I've seen ants on videos when they're taking over animals where there's like thousands, if not millions.
Like fighting a wasp and stuff.
Yeah. So you'd say that about one ant. You wouldn't say that about a million ants. They'll eat you alive. They'll be crawling at your body and eating at your face and stuff. Can you imagine
Depends how quick you can stamp on them.
No, but you imagine you've got like 1,000 bites going all over your body at once. Your body's going to go into shock.
Yeah.
So it's going to go into shock.
Your video's frozen again.
Fucking hell. I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah.
I might do the whole podcast with my hair and fake hair and that.
You're going to have to because there's no one in the chat room.
Wow. We can talk about shit.
Yeah.
So that was because there's other things I want to talk about, but it's more when you've got an audience, because I've been reading so much. Excuse me, I've got hiccups now. I've been reading so much on obviously UFOs, extraterrestrials, the cosmos, and the one thing which I blame Nick for, I've been reading up on, is the simulation. We won't talk about tonight, but you've probably seen some of the posts I've put on our social media, plus our personal group, and simulation. But yeah, the simulation thing is fucking threw me off in a bad way. But I'll be honest, Andy, for about 6 months, I hated it. I didn't want to do it, but I've come to terms with it, because I was, for the first 3 to 6 months, I was scared. I hated it. I didn't understand it. I didn't want to believe it. But then after 6 months, I thought, well, what can I do about it? I mean, what can you do? It's a bit like, it's a horrible analogy, but it's a bit like dealing with terminal death. You're probably going through all the emotions and going, oh, why me? I've been such a good person. I lived a good life. I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. I exercise every day, and I'm going to die in 6 months. You come to it, and then you come to, do you know what? It is what it is. Move on. And that's it. So it's sort of I know simulations are different kind of, but I went through all those things, like the love I have for my friends and family and all that, the memories I have, the feelings I have. They're not real. They're a software update. It's like.
So you convinced we're in a matrix? Convinced this is not real?
I'm convinced we're in a simulation. I think we're in a simulation.
Oh, you're crazy, man. Crazy. Dude, I've got a question for you, right? I want to talk about Tom Cruise, but before Tom Cruise, did you see the one I posted? If you could take one pill,
yes.
Which one would you take? So you've got a pill. You've got invisible, teleport, read minds, time travel. Yours would be me too, man. Me too.
I tell you what, you've got two. Okay, no, you got 3 periods. What periods would you go back to?
Well, with time travel, I'd go forward as well, I think.
No, you can't go forward. You can go backwards. Oh. Just keep it simple. There's 3 periods.
All right. Okay.
Should I do mine first?
I think the logic is you can't go forward because it's not been done. It's not created yet. So you can only go backwards.
No, you go forward. You can't go backwards. You say. Well, that's our knowledge. You can go, because if you go to speed of light, you slow down. You slow it down. So it's forward, you get it backwards. But that's down to. I think you can go backwards. I got the 3. The 3 would be. Well, I'd go back to the dinosaur period. I'd walk around.
That's the 6-year-old in you.
That's because I'd love to walk with dinosaurs. Just walk.
Yeah.
And see the dinosaurs.
You know, we've only ever found about, I think it's less than 200.
Yeah.
dinosaur species. Think about how many species are alive right now. Millions of species.
Oh, it's like we lose just when the Australian bushfire, we lost 1 billion animals. 1 billion animals in a space of a month. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Over 65 million years, or over the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Finished 65 million years ago. Yeah. They ruled the earth for about 175 million years. So that you're going back about 350 million years. So I'd love to go to from that period.
Your video's froze again. Sorry, mate.
What's that?
Your video's froze. While you're restarting your video, just think about the fact that we've only discovered 200 different types of dinosaurs. That's purely because fossil creation is you have to have the perfect circumstances. If the body is not covered by sediment or dust or stuff within a certain time period of that animal dying.
That's not long.
Yeah, well, exactly. If the animal is not covered within a certain time period and the window's quite short, like you say, it would have just rotted away. So literally, and also if it's the wrong type of ground, again, they're just not going to get preserved. So it's quite rare.
I think do you know why I think we need to examine more? And this is me reading the books of Graham Hancock, The Amazon Rainforest. There's a section in the Amazon which is the size of India, which is unexplored, and civilizations, because they've used.
Not for long, because we're just fucking chopping away at it.
Well, that's how we found it, because we're chopping all the rainforest, the trees down, and we're using LiDAR. The LiDAR is seeing like man-made structures which go back to 500, 600, 700 years. They created their own form of soil, and this is back hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their own form of soil called media, which is they create their own soil. It makes it more fertile. So back to what you say, dinosaurs. Excuse me. Dinosaur period.
Yeah.
The second version or second journey would be. It's probably it's the one period which we all agree or disagree or don't give a fuck about or we don't believe in. I go back to the crucifixion just before of Christ, because that period defines all of us. Like, because you like I said, you were probably raised a Christian, and your family's Catholic. You probably went to a school.
Dude, we're losing you again. We're losing you.
Am I back?
Your video's frozen. Your voice went all Dalek-y. While you're restarting yet again, we're probably gonna have to cut this one short, I think, mate. I agree with you. I'd like to go back there and work out was he a real thing? Was he a real person? Was it just bits and stuff put together? There's a lot of mystery, and just for once and for all, true or false type thing. And then
that's the one thing I'd love to go back to that.
What if you went back though? What if you went back and it was just all these stories about Jesus were just off, and these miracles that happen, like water into wine, and the dirt that cured the blind, the dirt that cured the blind man and all that. What if that was all like done by different people, or they were just stories and rumors and myths and just?
Then I would rewrite history, and it would be devastating. I know it sounds stupid to say that because you know the truth. Because I remember once.
Would that mean there's no God then? If you could dismiss all this Jesus.
No, it doesn't mean there's no God. It means I'd have to dismiss Christianity.
Right. So you still think there's a creator?
I believe there's a creator. Nick always has his argument. I don't believe in the God of the New Testament. I believe in a creator. There's some kind of creator, and the word people just assume God is a guy with a big beard living in the sky. No, it's not that. I see there's some kind of creator behind this. Yes, I know science can explain a lot of things, and I'm not one of these people who says, "Oh, we can't explain it." Like we can't explain 96% of the cosmos because we call it dark matter, dark energy, not because it's dark, it's due to our ignorance. But I'm not saying could God be hiding amongst all that? You know what I mean? It's like the guy who built this laptop is not inside the laptop moving all the buttons and all that. He's outside the laptop. He created it. I'm using it's a bit like a simulation. The simulation is being created, but what's is outside the simulation? You know what I mean? So the questions are, yeah, that would answer many, and that would literally, I think there's 2.9. I remember reading about 3 or 4 years ago, there's 2.9 billion Christians on this planet. That's probably just under half of the world's population will go, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
crazy, man.
The second period would be going back to when I was born. So I just like to see when I was born. Because I believe when I was born, lights came from the sky, overseeing, and just said, and then 3 men who came over with gifts. Apparently 3 men came over to see my mum and dad with gifts and gave my mum gifts and father gifts and so apparently the skies are open. So so yeah, those are the 3 periods. So what were the 3 periods you got? You said Jesus Christ. What were the other 2?
Oh no, for me it'd be dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Dinosaurs.
So you're me basically, aren't you?
Oh no, that's just like the 6-year-old, 8-year-old in you that, like you say. But the thing is with dinosaurs, it's can't just say. I mean, they were spread over millions and millions of years. You know, a lot of dinosaurs didn't mix with each other because
175 million years.
Exactly. Some dinosaurs were extinct while others were, not even animals yet.
Hey, I was reading a book on why humans inhabit the earth, and they asked the question: why do you think dinosaurs were extinct or exterminated? Because what I'm trying to say is, for us to exist, dinosaurs had to be exterminated or extinct.
I believe the whole meteor thing. There's evidence of impact and all sorts of stuff.
No, we believe that, but because we have the ability now to divert a meteor. If we seen a meteor coming now, and if we had enough notice, we could divert it into a different direction. We could get it to hit.
Yeah, so someone diverted. I mean, meteors hit other bodies all the time. I mean, in my lifetime, we've witnessed meteors hit the moon, and we've witnessed meteors hit Jupiter.
But it's not changed the course of history, though.
It would do if you were living on the moon or Jupiter. It'd fuck you up a big style.
That's what I'm saying. But by that asteroid impact, wiped out scientists and mainstream archaeologists between 65 to 75.
Yeah. Well, what about the one over Russia a couple of years ago? But luckily, it impacted it. It blew up in the sky. Yes. So the damage was just done to like windows and stuff. 15 minutes later.
What that's called? Do you know what the difference between a meteor and a meteorite is?
Yeah, one doesn't it? The Earth. You asked me this last time.
What did I say? Sorry. Yeah, that was a meteor that impacted in the sky.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah. Meteor. Yeah.
Meteorite is the rite of passage.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that would have been bad if it made it all the way down. But look, that, and it was. People weren't expecting the damage. They see this thing blow up, and it was like 10, 15 minutes later. That's how high in the sky it was. They see it traveling through the sky, and they go bang. And you look at this. This is the whole thing with UFOs and stuff, man. You look at something in the sky, you've got no frame of reference. You don't know how big it is or how far away it is. You can just see it, and it was miles and miles up. And that's why the sound blast wave, traveling at the speed of sound or just over the speed of sound took like 10 minutes to impact and then start shattering windows. So if you're ever witness to one of them, get ready.
Well, the thing is, on that one, you just have to sort of like think. But I think it was done in the early 1900s, 1908, 1908, 1909. So that's before. Now we've got a thing called NEO. Do you know what NEO stands for?
No, go on. Near Earth objects.
Yeah, so that's what it's basically. It's like SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. So NEO is looking at the Kuiper Belt because the Kuiper Belt can, and also you've got the Kuiper Belt and you've got the asteroid belt as well. Because the Kuiper Belt is more dangerous than the asteroid belt. Because the Kuiper Belt, because it gets influences from outside. That's what they talk about. There's a new ninth planet which impacts it. So they can't. We just can't see it at the moment because
there's some sort of gravitational thing. Yeah, man. I mean, there's lots of things that luckily help us. But with the Earth, the moon and Jupiter, but they're the protectors. But the Earth is so overdue for a big impact, and not only that, solar flare, the poles changing. We've got evidence in rocks, that the poles, actually switch direction. North becomes south, south becomes north. So we're so overdue for something like that, man. It's scary.
Forget that side. We're overdue. What's that fucking park called in America?
Disney World. Yellowstone Park. Yeah, that's another one.
Is that overdue by about 50 years or 100 years?
I'm not sure if it's a regular occurrence, but Yellowstone Park does contain a volcano that literally is life-ending. For it would throw that much stuff in the atmosphere.
With something like, I might be butchering this. I'm just going to say it's due every 600 years. It's probably not, but I'm just giving an example. It's due every 600 years, probably every 6,000, but I've got the word 6 in my head. So it's due every 600, maybe 6,000, and it's now 6,080 or 6,000 or 600 and something. It's overdue now. And somebody asked a question, which the same kind of question I would have asked. If we know it's overdue, why don't we sort of, like you do with a big spot in your face, you pop it and you control it, don't you? But the analogy,
controlling a volcano explosion.
Well, this is
that much energy, man.
This is what the scientist says. Excuse me. It's a bit like you've got a big balloon and you put a needle to it. Bang! Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So this Earth is overdue, and I think that's why people like, in my personal opinion, I hope he is the person he says is the most important person on this planet is Elon Musk. Have I frozen again?
No.
Elon Musk, and he's sort of like, that's why we need to.
Yeah, you have until you said it. No, you keep phrasing and unphrasing, but go on.
So Elon Musk is trying to sort of inhabit a different planet because a lot of these scientists might be realizing that we are due a massive impact.
That's the only way the humans are going to.
Commander Kren says that's why the storm of Jupiter is moving back up the hole or something.
Up to the pole. I didn't realize it was moving. It's been there for like 200 years. Since they spotted Jupiter, they've seen that thing.
Do you know who spotted
that
it?
storm.
Galileo? Galileo, yeah, that was over 400 years ago. Galileo.
All reversing.
Commander
Kremen, you're a bit late for all this chit chat because I think we're going to call it a day because Carlos is just having technical difficulties. So yeah, let's cut it short, man. So okay, peeps.
We can still.
You know where we are. You want Carlos?
I enjoyed it. Just let you know, peeps. My hair is still here. It's grown.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wear that again next week.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Last one this year will be 23rd. Well, we might squeeze one in between New Year. I don't know what you're up to. I'm happy to do one on the 23rd.
No, I'm more than happy.
All right, cool.
I do it every day.
I'm just gonna kill the live stream then, dude.
Okay, kill it.
See you later, guys. Bye.